I would never, my face would never be right.
No. Yeah, that would be your biggest obstacle. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, it is Crown Chakra Week. Last chakra to realign. So, so fast, right? What's interesting for you and everyone really, Crown Chakra is divine transformation, right? This is like the majority of our energy. This is what connects us to the universe. So I think it'll be interesting to, as you kind of go through your practice today, see if you feel like your energy is flowing into you or if you're like flowing it out. That's always something cool to kind of tap into. But yeah, let's just move around and feel good. I got the yoga dice in play today. So yeah. Let's start in our easy pose. Check in with your hips for me. Because the most important thing is that you have ease in the upper body as you find the shape up on your bolsters. Your knees are real high. Yeah. There we go. Good. Yes. So remember that in Warrior 2 classes, we are working on moving from our midline. So in our easy pose, this is when we start to lift up energetically through the spine. We pull that abdominal wall back to support our lower back so that our chest is lifted and our shoulders are dropping down the back body. Lots going on. We just do our best to tap into all of those little sensations and find a moment of stillness. Good. Go ahead and soften the windows of your eyes. Really make sure that your ankles are happy. There we go, friends. Finding complete stillness in this moment. As long as you're not in pain, I want you to try to work through any uncomfortable sensations, just making those micro adjustments so the spine is free to reach towards the sky. Maybe in your mind's eye, picture the top of your skull opening. Two more rounds of just natural breath here. There we go. Now with the next few rounds of breath, I want you to start to elongate the inhales and exhales. So if it helps, picture yourself lifting up as you breathe in. And as you exhale, picture yourself flattening. Instead of lowering down, we lift up as we breathe in. And as we breathe out, we flatten front to back. Softening the upper body. There you go, Zapata. That was a good release of the shoulders. I'm going to give you 3 more rounds here to really expand the lung tissues. Last one. Big inhale, maybe for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Find that organic breath rhythm again. Drop that chin to the chest and start to stretch out your neck just a little bit. Maybe taking half moon sways. Maybe drawing circles with the nose right in front of the face. Lots of options. Two more rounds of breath just to release any tension that has crept up into the neck and shoulders. Last round. Nice, Sarah, yes. Maybe open mouth exhale as you come back to center. Good. Finding that stillness once again. And let's take an inhale to reach arms overhead. Exhale, just interlace those fingers, open the throat towards the sky. You might not go too far back. Inhale, reach those arms all the way up as you become neutral through the spine. Exhale, round through the upper body as you plant the hands down in front of you. One breath here. As you exhale, roll up through the spine. Lifting up tall, reaching arms, breathing in. Exhale, take the left hand to the right knee, gentle twist in our easy pose. There we go. As you inhale, pull that lower belly forward so the heart lifts. As you exhale, shoulders drop away from the ears. Beautiful. One more. As you exhale this time, keeping your twist, I want you to bring your right hand up and over the top of the head. Reach into a little side bend. That's right, Rachel. Good. Big breath. Exhale, lift up tall through the spine and unwind. Good. Little ballet arms. Inhale to reach. Exhale, twisting towards the left. So soft right hand on top of the left knee. Not going further than the lower back and spine will allow naturally. Letting the left hand rest softly behind you. Big breath in. Exhale, maybe twist a little deeper, taking the gaze over that left shoulder. Inhale, reach the left hand up and overhead. Exhale, finding that side body stretch as you reach towards the front of the right knee. Next exhale, come back through center, stacking up and unwind for me. Good. Taking one breath to rebound here. When you're ready, open your eyes, unwind your legs, and I'll meet you in a tabletop. Take your time to kind of get the blood flow back to the feet, arranging anything around your mat so that you've got lots of space. There we go. Nice. Making sure you're nice and stacked through the bones. Now, I want you to reach your hands about a foot further out in front of you from your tabletop. Keep this 90-degree angle with the legs. Lower your heart towards the earth for puppy pose. Feel the upper back stretch. Letting that space between the shoulder blades sink towards the earth. That's right. Good job, sir. Yes. One more breath here. As you exhale, tuck your toes, walk through your tabletop, ground the hands, and find your downward dog. Open all the long muscles of the body.
Pedal through the feet, nice and gentle though. One more breath here. As you exhale, reach those heels down evenly for your mat. Inhale, shift forward into your high plank. Exhale, try to lower yourself in one piece down to your mat. Untuck the toes. Inhale to press into a cobra. You can take it a little higher than you normally would. Let's stretch that lower back. Good. And exhale, ripple back down. Turn the left cheek to the earth as you get down here. Let's take one more inhale to lift through cobra. Exhale, ripple down. Right cheek to the mat. Good. Let's find a little frog legs here, keeping your hands nice and active and planted. So just get a gentle hip stretch. Soles of the feet come together, knees open left and right. Here we go. And sometimes I like to kind of rock one foot in towards the midline and then the other, just to find some gentle movement in the hips. Perfect. When you're ready, roll out those ankles. Bring the forehead back to center and extend the legs long. Toes are tucked. We're gonna power up here either through our knee plank or straight up into our high plank. On an exhale. Good, and then lower the knees into tabletop and take a few rounds of cat-cow. Be really fluid about this, maybe rolling out your wrists, roll through the neck. Take about 5 to 7 rounds of breath just to feel good in your body. Addressing those little tight spots, any kinks that are showing up. Got about 2 more rounds of breath just to enjoy. Last one. Very nice, my loves. On your next exhale, let's all meet in the downward facing dog. We're going to take a couple sun salutations just to fully warm up the body before we come into some nice awesomeness. There we go. Big inhale in your down dog. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Yes. Maybe wiggling those hips a little. And then find a nice gentle inhale that'll bring you to your half lift. Check in with the spine. Good, Daria. Yes, neck in line with the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Open your feet just a little bit, Daria. Yes. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, staying in your mountain prayer hands at heart center. Good. Inhale to reach up, open the crown chakra. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Thanks. Inhale for half lift. Exhale, fold. Ground those hands. Inhale, taking the feet back to your high plank. Exhale, you choose how you do your chaturanga flow here, just depending on how your body is feeling right now. Good. Press out of those shoulders, Sarah. Yes, yes, good. There we go. I'll meet you back in downward facing dog. Good. Walk the hands back. Oh, that was great. Good, Sarah Daly. Yes. All right. Big breath in. Exhale, top of your mat for your forward fold. Nice. Inhale for half lift. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. As you exhale this time, pray your hands through heart center, but find a little back bend. Open the gaze towards the ceiling. Hold those low abs. Inhale, stack up through the spine. Exhale, open the hands, dive, forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up through the spine. I'm gonna add something in here. Take your time. Take a little moment when you get to the top. Beautiful, everyone. Very nice. Open your eyes as you breathe in. As you breathe out, take a big step back with your right foot and open to the right side of your mat for me. Good. Now, reach your hands actively above head. Big breath in. And then exhale, active reach in your wide leg forward fold. So pull that spine away from your pelvis. Good. Hands are reaching behind you. Yes. There we go. Yeah, there. Yes, you're doing it, girl. Nice. One more breath. Exhale, allow the arms and the upper body to get soft. Pull the crown towards the earth just a little deeper. Good. That's right. You got it. When you're ready, heel toe the feet in together and then roll back up through the spine. Nice and slow. Try not to miss anything. Good, taking your moment at the top. And then we're gonna take a big step with the left foot up to the top of the mat. Here we go, big inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Nice with that half lift, ladies. Ground the hands, find your high plank as you breathe in. Exhale, taking your version of a flow. Let's check this out. Nice. Back and downward dog is where we'll meet. All right, guys, let's open the hips just a little bit more. Inhale to send the right toes up for 3 points. As you exhale, roll out the ankle for me. Good. Breathe in. Exhale, bend at the knee to open the hip. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen through that right leg. Exhale, bring the feet back together. Good. Now, take your right hand to the outside of your left leg. A little twisted down dog here. Pulling your chest open to the left side of your mat. Yes, very nice. One more breath. Exhale, let that go. Watch the shoulders here, yes. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Good. Inhale for half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Pray your hands at heart center. Find your baby back bend as you breathe out. Let something go. Good. Inhale, stack through the spine, open the hands. Let's exhale and step back with the left foot all the way, turn to the left side of the mat. We inhale to reach actively above the head, long through the arms. Exhale, wide leg forward fold, but with that, reach behind you. Good. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Very nice. That's perfect. Yes. One more breath. So find a little length here. My left, more like a half lift. Yes, there we go. On your next exhale, soften and round the upper body. Maybe wiggle through the legs or the hips if you need a little extra movement. There we go. Heel, toe, those feet together. And then inhale to roll up through the spine. Good. Exhale as you reach the top, letting something go. Inhale, big step to the top of your mat. Exhale, dive. Inhale for half lift. Exhale, fold. Round the hands. Inhale to find your high plank. Exhale, flow it out. I'll meet you back in down dog. There we go, everyone. Very nice. Making sure that you feel balanced through the hands and the feet. And then on a breath in, reach the left toes nice and high for 3 points. Exhale, roll out that eagle. Big breath in. Exhale to bend at the knee, to open the hip. Let this feel good. Stretch through that spine. Inhale to square the hips, lengthen through the left leg. Exhale, feet come back together in your downward facing dog. We're going to reach the left hand for the outside of the right leg, maybe ankle or calf or wherever you can reach. Sometimes it's more of like a visual reach. We don't touch. All of this is well and good. Then you press your heart open to the right side of your mat. So a twisted down dog. Good. Inhale here. Exhale to unwind and lower into your child's pose. Very nice. Chelsea, you can take another flow if you would like to. Otherwise, you have 5 rounds of breath to just let all of that land in the body. Find lots of space for your head, guys. So feel like there's a couple pairs of shoulders that you just find a little bit more ease. Yes, much better, Daria. Take a moment to maybe come back to an inhale for a count of 4 and an exhale for a count of 6. Good breath. You've got 2 more. There we go. Very nice work, my friends. After your next exhale, move into some wiggles, just a little moment to be organic. Maybe grab a sip of water. Slowly roll up through the spine. Good warm up. Nice work, everyone. There we go. You found that little hip stretch, didn't you? Yes.
All right, my friends, we're gonna meet on the booty. So grab your strap if your foot feels like it's gonna be pretty far away today. I'm gonna grab mine just in case. So remember, typically best practice is to wrap the strap so that you don't have to like grip as much, right? So get your wrapping going. But we're gonna let this left leg be open, draw the right knee into chest with strap around the foot, or if you have the reach, hands around the foot. There we go. We're gonna inhale to lift through that upper back. Exhale, reach forward with that leg. If we do not have to straighten the knee, guys. Breathing here. Beautiful. Now, you're gonna put both strap ends in your left hand. You're gonna open and twist towards the right. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, come back through center. And then we switch. Both straps in the right hand. And we open and twist to the left. There we go. Beautiful. That's right. Yeah. Inhale again. Exhale, come back through center for me. One more breath. Exhale, bend through that right knee and set this foot down. Unwind. And take a little reverse tabletop. There we go, guys. I know, that was just for my hips in the back. Maybe rock a little. And on an exhale, come back down to it. There we go. Oh. Okay. Putting some b-ball outside of the studio. Yeah. All right, guys, so left foot in our strap. Stairwell. Okay, be careful. Big glass in here. Okay, guys. What was your name, Lauren? We don't ask questions. All right. Right knee is open. We're in, lifting up tall through the spine, and then exhale to reach long. Okay. One breath here. It's all part of our practice. Good. Got it. Yay. Putting the both strap ends into that right hand and open and twist to the left. This is just as much about figuring out like your dexterity as anything else, right? One breath. Exhale, we're gonna switch sides. Now notice some of you, we got this going on. Up, up. If we can't have a straight leg without a rounded upper back, we bend the leg, right? Good. One more. Exhale, come back through center. One more breath. You got this. Big inhale. Exhale, bend through the left knee. And let that go. Maybe take another reverse tabletop with the fingers in the opposite direction. Open through the shoulders. And on an exhale, roll it on down. Nice work, everyone. Now, let's swing our left leg behind us and come into a right leg pigeon here. We're gonna be up tall with the spine. So if you need your blocks for support, go ahead and grab those. Beautiful. Nice. Once you find your shape, I want you to bend at the back knee.
Feeling that stretch down the left quad. So yes. Yes, there we go. Yeah, that just changed it a lot. There we go. Good. When you're ready, exhale to let that go. Beautiful. Plant the hip joints and open into your straddle. Left side of your mat. And then inhale to reach up tall through the spine. Exhale to walk the fingertips down and away from you. What is the tagline today? Gentle, gentle. One more breath. On an exhale, walking those hands back in towards your body so you can lift up tall through the spine. Nice. Let's swing around. So we're going to go to the right. Right leg goes behind us as the left leg plants this midget through your left. No, because you're to the front of the mat. Just not even good person. Good question. Just kidding. There we go. Yes. Okay. Now, grabbing your blocks if need. Letting the hip points sink down towards the earth. And maybe this is enough today, but if you need a little extra layer or are ready to explore your shape further, then through the right. So you're not ready for that. I'm just gonna go ahead and be really honest, because you're like real open to the side. So don't force it, right? Just be here. And work on pulling this, yes. And then coming up tall. This is enough, right? This is your next edge before we go to that. So now your shoulder, yes. Pull that lower belly back. Yes, there we go. And one more breath. On your next exhale, if you have the back knee bent, lengthen and then open into your straddle. There we go. Seeing if you can find a little bit more room to be on top of the pelvis. That's perfect, Sarah. Yes. Good. Sometimes we just need to put the hands behind us, right? To press through the heart. Like this. This is great, guys. You're still stretching the straddle. One day you'll walk the hands closer and then eventually come in front of you. That's very nice. There we go. Soften the tops of the legs. On an exhale, walk up through the spine. There we go. And let's see if we can swivel to the back of the mat. Legs to the back of the mat. Yes, practicing that little ab work, and then meet me in downward dog. Good job, everyone. Perfect. All right. Cleansing breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Good. Here comes two flows. Big breath in. Exhale, top of the mat for your fold. Good. Little moment of reset. Inhale for half lift. Yes, exhale, fold. Beautiful. Inhale, reverse swan dive. And exhale, forward fold right away. Nice. You can throw your crow in here if you want, Chels. Inhale for half lift. Good, that's nice. Exhale, fold. Ground the hands, inhale to find high plank. You do your version of your flow. Let's try this here. So we're gonna start practicing our chaturanga. So I just want you to baby bend the elbows. Now, the tops of the feet. And got it. And you're gonna lower those hip points just like you've been doing, but keep the thighs off the earth. Yes. Now close your lower abs to roll over the toes and back to down dog. So we're gonna make it really teeny tiny as you kind of get used to it, right? Yeah. But I think that you've done all you can with your wave down through the spine. Yeah. So I think this will be a good time to start exploring. That a girl. Good. Yes, yes, girl. Okay, big breath in. Exhale, forward fold, top of your mat. Inhale for half lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive as you breathe in. Reach those arms with activity all the way up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale for half lift. Exhale, fold. Ground the hands. Inhale to find your high plank. Exhale. Take your chaturanga. Yes. Yes. Good job, everyone. Ooh, so proud. All right. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Good. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, reverse swan all the way up. Now, before we exhale, I want you to take the toes at a 45-degree angle. We're gonna exhale for our Malasana. Yogic squat. Oh, my heels came right off the earth today. There we go. And then plant. Yes, good spine. Beautiful. And then if our heels can be on the earth, that's where we hope they'll be one day. I like to press my fingers in towards each other so that my knees open wide with my elbows. Beautiful. Love the block option as well. It's too far. Big breath. Good. When you're ready, release that hold of the hands. Turn the feet parallel, and we're gonna sit the booty down. Just reach the legs out long and take a moment to stretch it out. There we go. Nice. Now draw the right sole of foot to the inside of the left leg for me. So sometimes I can do this straight on. Sometimes I need a little open. So just depending on what your body is asking for today. And it does not have to be up towards the groin. Make sure that both sides of your torso are the same length. So sometimes what happens is we like jack this up and we're all, right? It's very exaggerated, but breathe in to lift up tall, and then exhale, try to reach for that left foot. Maybe we get to the ankle. Good. Just make sure the the shoulders stay relaxed. Yes, you're getting it, girl. So you feel how like you can bring more energy into the spine and it gives more room at the top, right? So Daria, instead of trying to put your forehead to your knee, Try to bring the top of your crown to knee. Yes, so much different, right? One more breath. And exhale, let it go as you feel ready. Just open and wiggle the legs, and we'll just very snazzily switch to the other side. Nice work, guys. So second side will be a little different, right? I like to make sure that my ankle stays in line. We're not sickled, we're not flaring or winged or anything. So flex that foot to keep your shape. And if that means that this knee is high so that our torso is balanced, that's what we do, right? And then reach for that foot. Or ankle or calf or whatever feels accessible. One more breath. And exhale. Start. Good job, my friends. Wiggle your legs out. Bring them both to the front, and we've got our ab. So come on down to your spine. Take a moment to just find that full body stretch. On an exhale, draw the knees into the chest. Inhale again. Exhale, reach flexed feet for the ceiling. I want you to gently place the fingertips at the back of the skull. So we're not holding, we're not interlacing. Our chest is really soft and open. I want you to inhale, and then as you exhale, crunch up towards your feet. Good. Inhale, lower. Exhale, crunch for 2. Inhale and exhale for 3. And 4. 5. And 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one for 10. And relax. Bring the knees back into the chest. Find a little rock side to side. All right. Bring the right knee into chest. Left leg is long, but the left foot is hovering 6 inches above the ground. There we go. You can leave the head, neck, and shoulders grounded if this is enough, as long as you have your lower back pulling into the earth. If you need more, you can lift the upper body. I want you to inhale here, and then exhale to switch the legs. We're just gonna bicycle. Inhale and exhale. Good, just finding a nice fluid movement. There we go. The slower you do it, the harder it is. Very nice. That's 7. And 8. And 9. Good job. Last one. For 10. Good. Hug both knees into chest. Drop the head. Get a little shimmy going. Beautiful. Nice work. One more exercise. We're going to take arms and legs out at the same time. So we start in our ball. I want you to inhale in the ball and then exhale, get long. Yes. Inhale in. Exhale. So this is not a crunch, my friends. Your middle is staying still. So it's literally like just like your putty. So no like jerking yourself up from the ground or anything like that. Yes, good, halfway there. Knit those lower ribs in. You got it, right here. First 3. And 2. Yes, and 1. Very nice. Relax. Roll onto your belly and stretch out that abdominal wall if you want to. If you're happy on your spine, remain on your spine. Maybe just take a couple windshield wipers. Very nice. There we go, my loves. All right. We are going to close our practice today with either a bridge or a wheel, your choice. Maybe you take your supported bridge with your block under your hips. So bridge is when you just ground the soles of your feet and lift the hips up towards the sky, keeping the upper body grounded. If you're ready to start practicing your wheel, you just start with your hands by your ears, and we just start practicing that lift. Good alignment, everyone. Very nice. And if you have your block for your bridge, you put your hips on your block and just give your weight to that block. Nice. If you're in your wheel, lowering down the chair. Careful, my love. There we go. Hug those knees in towards the midline, so you're doing good. And then start to move into your final pose, my friends. Yes, if you're ready for Shavasana, that is So starting to find your final resting asana or shape. Start to let your spine get heavy. Arms and legs are dead weight. Open the top of your crown, allowing energy to flow freely, either filling your cup or sharing your energy with the outside world. Go to your happy place and just breathe. I'll bring you back when it's time.
Start to very slowly return to the space. Return to your body. Return to your breath. Find some gentle movements in your fingers and toes. Maybe touch your cheeks. Connect to a smile on your face. Let's rest a little longer. Find a feel on one side. Give yourself a big hug. Just taking that extra moment of pause to appreciate all of the amazing work you just did. Two more rounds of breath wherever you are. When you're ready, begin to very slowly rise. Close with this week's quote. Knowing others is wisdom. Knowing the self is enlightenment. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. If you would like, join me with prayer hands at heart center. Let's all take one more breath together. And exhale to back. Say namaste. 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 Good job.